everybody, it's Amber again. So today I'm actually going to do a little bit different of a tutorial. I'm actually going to be making something, so a food tutorial, I guess. So to make the dish, you will need, well, you don't need two, but I use two. You could use one. Shrimp, I prefer the large because I like the larger shrimp. You will need olive oil. I like extra virgin olive oil. Parmesan cheese. A 14.5 ounce can of diced tomatoes. Preferably Italian style, but I make my own Italian spice, so I will show you how to do that later. Whipping cream, I use heavy whipping cream for it. Just shredded cheese. Angel hair pasta. And a 6 ounce bag of baby spinach. Okay, so my baby decided to come in and sing for us, so all I did was I took a tablespoon of the olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, and I took I said tablespoon, right? Yeah, tablespoon. And then a teaspoon of garlic powder. You can use garlic cloves. If you use garlic cloves, use 3 minced. And then go ahead and put them in, and just until pretty much the powder is kind of more of a darker color. Let's see. I turned it off because I walked away, so. The next part is to put the diced tomatoes in for about 2 minutes. But you're supposed to have the Italian style, so you could either buy the Italian style from the store, or if you just put a teaspoon of oregano, if you do not have money to go get it, a teaspoon of garlic powder, or not garlic powder, garlic. Oh, no garlic powder, I was wrong. And a teaspoon of basil. You get Italian style diced tomatoes. And then go ahead and just put them in there. Okay, the next thing that you want to do is put in the 6 ounces of the baby spinach for, again, about 2 minutes or until wilted. And wilted is just mean it kind of gets a little bit warm and it's not so green looking. It's not brown, it's not burnt, but it's kind of moist. So in the meantime, while you are cooking the spinach, you should probably go ahead and put water on for the angel hair pasta, because it does not cook in with it. You have to cook it separately and add it later on. And if you come over here, this is kind of what wilted looks like. They're not all wilted, but they're a little bit more moist and they're not so, what did you call them, stiff? Alright, go ahead. Okay. The next thing you want to do, so the original recipe calls for tails on. So this is completely up to you, but I prefer to put the tails off or pull them off because I don't want to be eating this. That's disgusting. So go ahead and pull all the tails off, and I take one bag and put them for the tails and one bag for the shrimp. So go ahead and go through and separate them or leave them on if you want to. So it's all good. I went through and I separated everything, so this is just the ones with the tail off. So the next thing is pretty much just pour them in there and go ahead and let them cook. Okay. So one of the things that I do suggest, and it actually requires in the recipe, is to get fully cooked shrimp. So do not try to cook them well, you could cook them yourself, and make sure you cook them outside of the dish and cook them first if you want to go ahead and do that. But the recipe requires fully cooked shrimp, so you want to put them in there for about 5 minutes and let them warm up. The water started to boil, so I went ahead and I put the noodles in, and you want to turn down the stove. Go ahead and put the noodles in and let them cook for the required time. And the noodles are a little bit before done. I'm like out of loss of words right now. Go ahead and strain them because there's still some juice, if that's what you want to call it, in the pan over there. Go ahead and show it. So let the noodles soak it up. Okay, so go ahead and shake them a couple times to make sure all the water is out, because you don't want to add more water. Of course, there's going to be some, so whatever. Go ahead and add the noodles. And the noodles will go ahead and soak up all of that. So where'd my spoon go? I'm going to mix them in there. And I will definitely say it's kind of hard to keep it in the pan, so you're going to want to toss it. So go ahead and scoop it and put it on top. So the next thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and take the whipping cream. It's not necessarily sure thing that you need to use heavy whipping cream. I just choose to. So go ahead and do a 1/2 cup of it. And go ahead and pour it in there. And this thickens it up, which is what you definitely need. Okay. And then go ahead and just mix it in there. Once you have that all stirred up, you're going to want to go ahead and take 1 cup of shredded Fiesta blend cheese. You can go ahead and use a little bit more. I normally do. So go ahead and put it in there. So I probably use about 1 1/4 cups, maybe. Just a little bit. Not even a half. Just a tiny bit. There is 2 tablespoons of Parmesan cheese. As you can see, there is a lot of it. That's what it looks like when it's all done. It smells really good, and I'm pretty sure it's not too bad health-wise. Might be a little bit fatty. So that was my first cooking tutorial. I really hope you guys like it, and if you guys do, go ahead and comment below, and I will provide some more because I actually cook a bunch of different recipes. So thank you. Bye.